Hi, I am Nicole Egley. I am a writing tutor, and if you're wondering what I'm doing at YAPSA Europe, I'm here with the Walls because I'm dating their elder son, Aaron. So because I'm a writing tutor, I'm doing my talk on clarifying technical writing. I've worked with engineers for several years, and from them I have learned that technical writing tends to be difficult to read and complicated. You may think there's not much you can do about it, because after all, technical writing is about complicated things. But what I have also learned from the engineers is that there are usually specific things you can do that will immediately make your writing clearer and easier to understand. Technical writers like to front-load their sentences. They like to tack a lot of information onto the subject, which means they write really long subjects. Now, if you're wondering what the problem with this is, it means that the reader has to juggle a lot of text before they get to the verb and find out what's happening in the sentence. The good news is this is extremely easy to fix, because most of the time, all that information you want to put at the front of the sentence can just as easily go at the end. It can come after the verb instead of before it. All that you need to communicate a complete thought is a subject and a verb. So the faster you get to the verb, the clearer you'll be. Something else that technical writers tend to do is use a lot of nouns. And I think you know exactly what I'm talking about. Now, one thing they especially tend to do is use names for actions, action nouns, noun forms of verbs, instead of using verbs. So, as you might expect, the easy way to fix this is to just take a lot of those nouns and make them verbs. This clears up a variety of overcomplicated sentences and makes writing much more interesting to read. And that's my third point. Now, obviously, I could spend a lot of time on this one because this tends to be one of the most difficult ones to tell that you're doing. And if you're a person who does this, it can be extremely difficult to find out how to fix it. But there's still good news, because one way to get around it being difficult to fix is to cut or shorten particular kinds of things. For example, these are phrases that are almost never necessary, but you see them a lot in technical writing, and almost all the time, they can be cut. Yeah. And finally, you really want to watch out for of and that, because having too many ofs and thats is usually a sign that you're overcomplicating, and that it would be a good time to cut. Having too many ofs is also a good indication that you're using too many action nouns instead of verbs. So, to sum up, many of the problems that make technical writing difficult to read are the result of style. They're not a problem with talking about complex things. And they're usually very easy to fix. Thank you for your time.